audio is clear enough, and for some reason, for some reason, different app. In case you don't know, I'm using a different app to do this live video. So I'm trying to access the live video and the chat. So that's how. Okay, I can. So here's the gist. Gist plenty, but let's start with the main one. Yes, Mr. Quality, the caption is real. AGF Malami, Google it. AGF Malami ordered that Twitter users should be arrested. So if you tweet, the police will come for you. Let me read the full gist, then we can talk about it, okay? So breaking news. This is according to People's Gazette. That's the name of the platform that published it. It's quite a popular platform in Nigeria. Breaking news: AGF Malami orders the arrest, prosecution of Nigerians still using Twitter. This is Attorney General. Okay, if you're like me, that you don't know the law very well and everything, it's confusing. What connects Attorney General with use of Twitter? Is this supposed to be his job? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So let's read first, because those are developing stories in in UAR. UAR citizens. I'm giving you news of what's happening in your country. Eh, okay. So just after giving you that news, I'll give you the latest updates so far for the day. Now look at this. Okay. Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami San has directed for the immediate prosecution of offenders of the federal government ban on Twitter operations in Nigeria. Malami directed the Director of Public Relations of the Federation, Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation, DPPF, at the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice to swing into action and commence in earnest the process of prosecution of violators of the federal government, the activation of operations of Twitter in Nigeria. Malami directed the DPPF to liaise with Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, National Communication and Communication and oh boy, this one don't confuse me. Communication and Communication Commission. I think there's a mistake in what I'm reading. And other relevant government agencies to ensure the speedy prosecution of offenders without any further delay. Which means if you tweet, they will catch you. That is the level we are in now. Now, some people missed something. In the midst of all that thing that was happening yesterday when they banned Twitter, there is another news that broke off. Okay. Let me get it, so I'll read it directly because it will shock. That one has 220-volt shock. That one will shock you more than this one. Hold on, I'm trying to Google it. I'm reading your comments, guys. Ajayi said, if the youth had come out to voting a young candidate in 2019, all this wouldn't have happened. In Nigeria, it's difficult for an incumbent president to lose election. Very difficult. Unless the person doesn't know what they're doing, it's difficult. So, there is a visa policy in Nigeria. I'm trying to pull it out so that I don't make mistake in communicating it. I want to read it directly. Where is it? I'm trying to read it, guys. Trying to get it on Google. Did they pull it down or what? So I saw it yesterday. So let's even talk about this particular one first, then we'll go to that. Okay, now look at this now. They block Twitter. Number one is, what are the consequences for the average citizen? The average citizen in Nigeria, let me tell you, people will lose jobs. That's the thing. As they block Twitter, people are losing jobs straight up. I was writing it somewhere and people were arguing today. How can you say that people will lose jobs when they block Twitter? Don't you know that so many companies in Nigeria, Twitter is where they find customers? You understand? Twitter is like their internet storefront. That's where they find customers. And if you're expecting big companies, yeah, there are big companies that get customers from Twitter, but Twitter may not be their primary. But what I'm talking about is those low key, one man, two man businesses, husband and wife businesses, you know. I'm talking about those selling wigs. There are a lot of ladies today that they eat and not into prostitution and all that. They eat every day is because they're able to get on Twitter and sell. Some sell perfumes. In fact, in Nigeria, the number of people selling perfume passed the number of perfumes in the country. It shock you? The number of ladies selling perfumes on Twitter passed the number of perfume where they this country. But that's where they make their money. You know, what of wig? People that sell weave-ons, they make a lot of money from Twitter. In a day, in Nigeria, if you can sell 2,000 naira per day, you will eat, because at the end of the month, it means 60,000 naira that you don't have to enter traffic for. Now imagine selling 2-3 copies, 6,000 naira per day. You know, food. Many food companies, food delivery companies, they get their customers from Twitter. A hashtag is trending. You enter that hashtag and quickly insert that you're doing some business. So imagine all those businesses in one day. In Nigeria, you can wake up one Friday like this, boom, see announcement, your business is gone. It shock you. Like you don't even know how you want to start communicating with your staff on Monday to tell them that their job is gone too, man. It's not only that business that is gone. It's not only Twitter that they shut down. Your job too was shut down. How will you communicate that? You get? So we're gonna go a little deeper, but that's the direct impact on the average man in the streets. Now, the news I got yesterday was not that it's not just Twitter that deleted Buhari's post. Facebook deleted Buhari's post too. What are you telling me? So let me confirm it. I like to confirm news like this so I don't make mistake. Facebook delete Buhari. Okay. I know I confirmed all these things before I made the news. It's a Premium Times. After Premium Times says yesterday, they posted it 21 hours ago. They said after Twitter deleted Buhari's post bordering on genocide, that Facebook deleted it too. So Lai Mohammed just gave a speech defending Buhari's right to make the post, and then boom, he has already ordered that Twitter be shut down in Nigeria. And then Facebook does the same thing that Twitter did. Would they shut down Facebook? That's the question. Today is a weekend. Let's see what happens on Monday. You get? If Facebook go down, do you know how many businesses will go down in Nigeria with it? What are you telling me? Do you know how many businesses will go? If Facebook go down, it's like we are back 20 years ago or 10 years ago when there was no businesses on Facebook from Nigeria. 10 years ago is 2011. No, that's too soon. I think 2007, 2008. That's when there was Facebook, but not enough businesses there. That's where we'll be. You know, people use Twitter, but you can't compare the number of people that use Twitter to the number of people that use Facebook. So the impact will be huge. It will be huge. So I'm reading it. Facebook, another social media platform, has removed a controversial statement posted via Muhammad Buhari's official page. The president had on Tuesday threatened to treat insurrectionists and those attacking facilities of the INEC like Nigerian soldiers treated the rebels during the Civil War. Mr. Buhari, a retired general, fought during the war, which claimed the lives of over 1 million persons. Okay, this is from Premium Times. Now you need to know that the 1 million persons that were killed, actually, some numbers, this is the lowest number I've seen. Some numbers say 2 million to 5 million people. Okay, that's the number I normally see. But you need to know that the 2 million to 5 million people that died were civilians that were not fighting. It's just like you do your house, you hear say war don't start, now you go come die. You get that's the those are collateral damage. People that starve to death. You get what I'm saying? The actual soldiers that fought the war did not die much. On both sides, like 50,000 soldiers that died on both sides. You get? The bulk of the death was civilians. I'm reading your comments, so if I say anything you feel that you can comment, feel free to drop comments. So now the question is, Facebook has also deleted Buhari's what do you call it, civil war posts. Would they block Facebook on Monday? If they will block Facebook on Monday, just go to Facebook. If you know whatever you kept on Facebook, go and carry it. Go and carry your properties there because they go close up. I'm giving you tip now for what's going down on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says elections have consequences. That's Larry Abraham. Max, you know it's not all comment I will read though because I'm on air. You get, there are a lot of people watching me, so if I don't read your comment, it doesn't mean I did not see it. I saw it, but you know, based on UAR that I am, I don't want to offend Nigerians as a UAR citizen. So Jerry, I'm in UAR. I don't know what is going on in you people's Nigeria. They said your attorney general has ordered that anybody that tweets now, they don't arrest them. They arrest tweeters. Because actually, if you go to Twitter now, people are trending, different countries are trending on Twitter. If you go to Twitter trend, Twitter app still works. For some reason, I don't know, but on website it will not work. But on the app, it still works. So if you go to the app, you will see Canada trending. How come Canada is trending in Nigeria? You will see UAE trending. You will see America. You will see different countries are trending. Why are countries trending? The reason is that people are connecting to Twitter via VPN and they are voicing where they are connecting from. So the people that will enter through, set their VPN to Canada, proxy, and start using Twitter, they will Twitter, I'm in Canada now. Nigerian Twitter is so funny today. Some people will enter and say, I'm tweeting from USA. Before you know it, thousands of people are tweeting from USA. USA is trending. You know, if you have not used VPN before, once you on the VPN, it will give you a list of countries, about 10, 15 countries. You choose the one. So when you're accessing Twitter, it will now be as if you're accessing Twitter through that country, which means Twitter will work. But if you access Twitter directly, the ISP will pick that you're accessing Twitter through your country, which is Nigeria, and then block it. You get? So we UAR people, I don't know how you people are going to come out of the Twitter issue and the impending Facebook ban. It's possible, very possible that on Monday they might ban Facebook since Facebook has committed the same offense with Twitter. And who knows whether Baba is on Instagram, whether he posted it on Instagram too. Enigma asks, what is your view on the unity of Nigeria? See, from UAR, I cannot answer that question. I don't know. You people should tell me what is your view on unity of your country. We are UAR. We don't understand that. Twitter is still working in UAR. It's shock Enigma. Hey, oh boy. Now, Twitter Nigeria is still up in terms of Nigerians are tweeting, connecting via VPN, and also other Nigerians in diaspora are connecting. Greetings, Zev Zion. Yes, greetings. Now, here's the thing now. Some people are rumoring that part of, or the main reason, either the main or part of the reasons why Twitter was suspended was because people want to protest again, like EndSARS on June 12th. Another major protest. And that protest was, I think, proposed by Sowore. I think so. He called on Nigerians that Nigerians should step out and protest. So people, the protest is well organized like NSAS. They've already got a list of items that they want government to fix, including, I didn't look at the whole items, but one of them is food shortage. Okay. So if you go to June 12th protest, so now June 12th is a very significant date initially for the Yorubas or people in the West, but now it's now a general overall Nigerian date. Nigeria has recognized it officially as Democracy Day because what that was the day the Abiola was supposed to take over. Abiola won elections, but then they used Magomago remove him, Iron Hand remove him. Finally, now Abacha enter. I hope I'm correct. If I'm mistaken, just correct me. Hey, chosen man from Italy, when I get luck, we UAR, we get luck. I don't know, Nigerians, the Nigerians, they block their Twitter. See, they might block your YouTube too. If they put that video on YouTube, they might block YouTube too. You will not go see me again. Except you take a trip to UAR. Okay, what point was I? I've even forgotten the point I was trying to make safe. So June 12th used to be very sacred for Yoruba people. So you will see Yoruba states declare a public holiday on that day before. But recently, I think it was years ago, but they used Magomago and Iron Hand. And eventually that led to the death of Abiola. And on May 31st, IPOB did sit at home. It caused a lot of problems. Some people were saying, why are you sitting at home? This, that, that, that. But what they are celebrating to remember those that died, those 1 to 5 million people that died. But people did not want them. In fact, in Ebonyi State, the governor came out and said, if you stay back at home, you will lose your shop. That is going to give out people's shops if you stay back at home. So the question people were tweeting that day was that if one part of the country can celebrate June 12th without intimidation, why is it that those people in the East cannot celebrate May 30th? So before you know, the people around that place are gathering. Once their numbers are enough, they will storm the place. And breach it and carry the rice. So it was from Twitter that information was spreading. So now people are planning another mega protest. So it's very possible that part of the reason why it was Twitter was suspended is could be because of the protest. Even if you read the announcements that caused the protest, the ban of Twitter, if you read it, you will see that it doesn't have. It didn't even. I don't think it mentioned Twitter deleting Buhari's speech. I don't think it mentioned it, but it mentioned that Twitter is an instrument for protest or civil disobedience or whatever. So let's see how that goes. Okay, but the one that will really affect a lot of people is if Facebook is banned. It will affect. Now, if Twitter is banned for that purpose, let's assume that that postulation is true, that Twitter was banned because of the protest coming up in the next 1 week. Imagine that. Won't people go to Facebook and do the same thing? You get what I'm saying? Won't people go to Facebook and carry on the protest or from Facebook? So if they're blocking Twitter for that reason, they have to block Facebook too. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Evelyn is asking me which country is UAR. Hey, it's our new country. That's the level we did now. UAR. Wait till we don't get done as president. We never get president. It's the newest country in the world. So a short story about UAR. The Senate received a proposal about 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. And this proposal, the people that submitted the proposal were proposing that Nigeria should be renamed to UAR, United African Republic. The Senate has not responded. They still have to look into it and sit on it and see whether it will go or not. Or they said United African Republic or United Akebulan Republic. Turns out that Akebulan was an East African word from like all these Ethiopian word for mother of is it mother of mankind? Akebulan, Akebulan Republic. So people have been claiming that they are from UAR since that time. UAR has been trending. Okay, so now if they block Twitter, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do if they block Twitter? If they block Facebook? Is your business dependent on Facebook? How do you do it? You know? How are you gonna do it? If is your business dependent on Facebook, you let me know. So Akim said you people are part of the country's problem. Please, can you add more information? Okay. Akim Salami. Who and who are part of the country's problem and why? Can you let us know? This is an interactive session. Yeah, I'm reading your comments. Bolarenwa, I can read your comments, but I may not read it out. Okay. Okay, so let me cool down and find out one I wanted to tell you. Okay, so the way things are going every day in Nigeria, brand new things are coming up. Drop comments. So I'm trying to put something up Google. So drop comments. Okay, so I'll read your comments. Okay, I've typed what I want to type. I use one hand to type. How far people will not get printing passport for some months? I'm good, Mimi Peace. I'm good. Happy weekend, man. Happy weekend, Mimi Peace. Samaya said, I think the best name for Nigeria is Wazobia. Yes, I when they came up with that UAR, I was like, um, yeah, the best name could be Wazobia, you know. But you need to also know that Wazobia is just three tribes, three main tribes. There are other tribes that have very strong tribal identities that may not fully agree. But Wazobia is the closest we can get to a united name. But that united in that name is kind of important because there is no country that I know of that has united in their name that is not doing well. Okay? United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, United States of America, and UAR, United African Republic. Maybe the name alone might change the mentality of a lot of people. Okay? Because that United kind of reminds you that you guys are separate, but you have come together under certain conditions that must be respected. Otherwise, you go back separate. You know, that's the meaning of that United in any name. Anytime you see United, you know, once you see United, it means that these people they are working together, but they are also conscious of their differences. So I'm reading your comments. Mimi Peace said, Dave, my sweetheart. Sweetheart, why didn't I money? If you come with sweetheart, send me one brand new car. Tesla. You know, eco-friendly Tesla. United States of Nigeria. See, Veronica, the problem is that the Nigerian name there is what those people don't want. Because Nigeria was given to us by a slave master who it was a slave master's girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? How can a slave master's girlfriend name 200 million people? That's where the issue is. It's not really whether there's United States of anything or not. So yeah, Samaya is suggesting nice names. United Wazobia. Okay, that sounds good to me. I don't mind. You get? I don't mind. But that is the Veronica. I think it's that name. Some people say that it's that they don't like it because it was given to us by Flora Shaw, and Flora Shaw was the girlfriend of Lord Lugard. Lord Lugard was the military governor, the British military governor after they conquered Nigeria, and he was one that did that amalgamation. And the interesting thing is that when that amalgamation was happening, no Nigerian was there. When they were giving it the name Nigeria, no Nigerian was there. They didn't consult any Nigerian. Because I'm sure if they had consulted Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. Now, Nigeria is not the only country that has changed name. Oh. Zimbabwe changed name. The moment Robert Mugabe was able to do his resistance to drive away the whites, there was a war in Zimbabwe where Robert Mugabe was able to. It used to be called Rhodesia. When he became president, he changed it to Zimbabwe straight up. There are some countries that change names. But from the way Zimbabwe is, you know that changing name doesn't mean that if you change name, the situation will be worse. Mimi Peace, Tesla car is not vanity. I want Tesla, eco-friendly, battery charge. Your fuel is costly nowadays. I need something that runs on battery. So I'm looking at your comments. His Majesty. I will not read your comment out, but I see it. Evelyn, I can see your comment too. Okay, I will not read it, but I can see it. Mr. Qualities, what will you think? What do you think is going to cost to change the name of Nigeria officially? First of all, there has to be an agreement. Okay, people have to agree that this is a good name. So that's why that UAR and whatever other names, some have advantages and disadvantages. Now, the name we have to choose has to be a name that does not favor any tribe or religion. Important. Nigeria is multi-ethnic and multi-religious. So if they bring a name that is very neutral and a name that is forward-thinking, that's one thing. That's one thing that can aid the agreement. People will agree more to that. And then secondly, the cost of rebranding, because everything that bears the name Nigeria, they'll have to change it to whatever new name that they're given. That's millions of naira, and the Nigerian standard is going to be billions. You get what I'm saying? Everything like the vehicles, everything they have to change. Everywhere they printed Nigeria, they have to put that new name. You get? Then the other thing is that if you are doing if you are changing the name, you also have to change the flag. You understand? Then you have to review the anthem. Since you want to change now, you have to change flag, review anthem, and a couple of other things. You get? What would the new anthem read? The new anthem, what will it read? What are the things in this current anthem that they want to change or improve? What are the lines? Or do they want to scrap it, bring a new one? These things happen. Mimi Peace, I can read what you're writing. Yeah. Mimi Peace said the name should not be UAR. Mimi Peace, I have Jen. If NEPA not there, I'll use Jen to charge it. So Henry said something, a kind of Twitter will be built. Now here's the thing, I'm a software developer. I've been a software developer for years, okay? So if I want to build Twitter today, it will not take me time. I'll build Twitter. You get? Even Facebook, I can build it. It's not hard to build. Where the problem is in getting people to start using it, the adoption. And now these apps and whatever, they don't get adopted without government support. This Twitter you are seeing there, Twitter is there because US government is supporting it in so many different ways. Even the Tesla that Mimi Peace want to buy for me now, Tesla survived because US government gave them over $5 billion tax waiver. They're supposed to pay tax of $5 billion. US government said, no, don't pay tax. Until you sell 200,000 cars, don't pay us tax. Plus the ones they will give them land free from other waivers, everything they'll give them just to make sure that the car company succeeds. So Elon Musk might show up and be looking super duper intelligent, but you need to know that it was his country as a government that pushed him until he got to where he is today. In fact, today, if you remove government support from most of these companies you are using, they will collapse. They'll start struggling like Nigerian companies. Not to talk of when you put negative government support, where government policies are starting to affect them negatively. How can you survive in business with that kind of this thing? So it's not about building the technology. As long as it's software, we have Nigerians that can build it. Somebody in America reached out to me, said he wants a real estate platform. 30 days, I'm going to deliver it. Real estate. So it's not about building platform is easy. Where the problem is do you have the money to push it? Is there government support to make it global? The reason US government, let me explain some things to you, right? See, military is an arm of government. Businesses are arms of government. I know they did not teach us this in school, but it's truth. That's how what do you call it? Superpowers see themselves. So now, for a country to be stable, all right, the military has to protect its borders and ensure that any other country competing with them, will be dealt with. Go and check it out. There are superpowers in other countries now fighting wars. What do you think those wars are for? It's economics. When they send soldiers to different countries to fight, it's economics. Either they're looking for your oil or gold or cobalt. Cobalt is what they use to build batteries for phones. And if they see that mineral in your soil, war will start immediately. See, anywhere in Africa where there's armed confrontation, look at the soil. There's always a very important mineral resource there. Go and check it. So that's why even this thing happening in the East, it's possible somebody has found one special mineral resource there. Forget it. And you will not know until after some years when the mining starts. It's possible. That's why Africans have to be alert. You have to discover that thing first by yourself. And then you go and offer it as business to them. If you discover diamond in your own village by yourself, it gives you a higher chance of success because you can have meeting with the surrounding villages. Look what we found in our village. Check yours. All of us have diamond. Let us go as a unit to any major international company that mines diamond and say, come and mine diamond on this basis. Give us percentage. You get. But if you are there, quarreling with your neighbors and everything, and they come and use satellite and find it first in your land, war will start. You will not even know where war starts. You will think you are fighting with your neighbors. You will not know that the same people sending weapons to your neighbors are sending weapons to you. So you people will kill yourself out. They will now start doing the mining. So the way the military of struggling nations function is different from the way the military of superpowers function. You get, there is no military of superpower in the world now that is not in another country. Now you start talking about business. Each country, each superpower is trying to push their businesses so that their business will become this global standard. So when you start a business in some countries, they will do everything to make it successful. Beyond what you can do yourself. 10,000 times beyond what you can do. You will not be going around giving speeches as one badass startup person. The reason that you are succeeding is because your government is backing you up. Because once other countries adopt the products produced in one country, it's also evangelism for all those other countries to gradually become allies. All the softwares we are using in Nigeria, almost all of them, the major ones, are they not American? They are not just American. They come from one city in America. See, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, name them, Android, iOS, Windows. All these things are in California. Just one state, one city. The moment as you list more and more. Now, what happens if you're in your country and you start a business that could compete with them? They'll bring money and say, "Let us buy you." While you are still trying to find your ground, they can already see where you'll be in 5, 10 years. They bring money and buy you up, and then integrate you to the main one, and then you become part of them. So that's why government support. Look at what happened when TikTok started expanding because Chinese government was pushing TikTok. They were spending 7 billion naira equivalent per day in 2019 stroke 2020. TikTok was spending 7 billion naira on advert. Billion, not million. Billion with a B per day. Multiply 7 billion times 365. What are you telling me? You think TikTok actively supports? I was going to tell you about TikTok. So TikTok was expanding, then there was lockdown, and everybody went on TikTok. People started using Zoom, started using TikTok. Zoom grew like times 20, about times 30 of what it was during 2020 lockdown. That was when many people discovered TikTok. People were dancing at home, twerking at home, doing all sorts of stupid stuff on TikTok. But it showed that people were adopting it. What did Trump do? US government stepped in immediately and said TikTok is they are using it for hacking, they are carrying user data, they are this, that is dangerous, is that. Oh boy. If you see where Trump was. Yeah. Sorry for the light stuff. So Trump was, you thought if you looked at Trump, you would think that he was stupid. He didn't know what he was doing. Trump knew what he was doing. And what was he doing? He was trying to make sure that American businesses get a share of the TikTok boom. So what did he do? He went to TikTok and told TikTok, "We are shutting you down in America, and we're going to tell all our allies to shut you down," which means your business is crashing. TikTok was like, "Now, okay, what do we do?" They said on one condition. Trump said on one condition that American businesses own 20% of TikTok. So TikTok had no other option than to give American businesses 20%. You understand? So now Walmart and Microsoft, is it Walmart and I think it's Microsoft. Is it not Microsoft? Walmart and which there's a databasing platform that owns TikTok in the US now. Oracle. Yeah, Oracle. They call it Oracle. Walmart and Oracle own 20% of TikTok. So imagine all the money that Walmart and Oracle are going to make just because they got free on a platter of gold. Trump just used American government muscle to give them 20%. So can you imagine? There are some countries like in Arab countries like UAE, you can't establish a company in that country without a citizen owning is it 25% or so. So you have citizens that they don't work. Their job is, you want to establish a company in my country, give me 25%, put my name there. Which also means like 25% of the revenue. These are government policies to make sure that there are people. In fact, some countries, if you're going to build a business, one member of the board must be from that country. At least one member of the board. Some will tell you that you must employ 95% of, like in China. If you have a contract with China now, the staff that are doing that contract are Chinese. It's not your country. They don't send your country. If China wants to build road in your country, the staff, the manpower for that road, like Chinese. Why are they doing that? They're supporting Chinese businesses. Do you know how many millionaires Chinese mints? Chinese is printing millionaires the way they print money. They are printing millionaires. They said about 400 millionaires per month in China. 400 million. These are people that have every month in China, over 400 people become worth more than 500 million naira. That's what it means. China has over 800 billionaires. That's how you know a country is growing. 800 people that are billionaires because of what? Government policies. So government policies always affect businesses. Always. Always. They shut down Twitter, it will affect you. They shut down Facebook, it will affect you. They shut down which other one? It will affect you. You know, they shut down Twitter. It means that all apps that use Twitter API will go down. It's not just about the Twitter itself. If your app or product is using Twitter API, it's going down too. Shock you. If your app or product is using Twitter API, that one is going down to not go work again. Now imagine when they do it with Facebook. Oh boy. If they do it with Facebook. So I'm reading comments. Some I will not read out because of the way it is, you know. Heritage Merits, I read your comment. Heritage, I can see your comments. I will not read any of them. So Ezra said, "Hello Dave, how are you doing? The news we're hearing about Nigeria is scary. It seems like the country. I don't know for you. We that are in UAE, I be UAR. We don't know. I'm reading your comments, guys. At the end of the day, every country succeeds better if more competent people are in hand. There was a picture that I saw. I think I'm going to share it to you guys. This picture says that for the first time in 30 years, the US has won the global math competition and beat China. First time in 30 years that US beat China in global math competition. And when they showed the picture of the mathematics team, the US math team, when they showed the picture of the team that won the global math, they were all Chinese. Chinese Americans. So the headline says that US beats China in global math competition for the first time in 30 years. Okay. When they now show picture of the mathematicians, the US mathematicians that beat China, a very neutral name, because the religious tension in this country, man, there's too much religious tension. The other day, some groups came and said that they want to implement Sharia in southwest Nigeria. They want to implement Sharia. People were still trying to analyze that one. Can now say they want to implement Christian courts. They want to implement Christian courts in northern Nigeria. You know what is Christian courts? The last time Europe stopped Christian courts over 200 years ago. That's what in Nigeria Khan is bringing back. Why did Europe stop Christian court? There was a time they had Christian court. Christianity was in power in Europe. Like the government was official Christian. It was a church, Catholic church was in power in Europe in the past. So which means the most powerful person in Europe that time was the Pope. So the kings were under the Pope. Why are the kings under the Pope? Because the citizens were all Catholic. So the king does not have as much power as the Pope, because the Catholics will pay their obeisance to the Pope. So because of that, they had Catholic courts. They were trying witches. Go and Google it, the Inquisition. During that period, they killed over 50,000 women. You know, in Nigeria, I see all these, some people will be saying Africans are against women, this, that. Africa is backward. Go and look at what happened in Europe. They killed 50,000 female scientists. If you're a woman, you discover anything, they will say you're a witch. What devil is this? Burn her. They will just grab them and burn her. 50,000 women within 200 years. They burned so many women. Not just women, they are men, but mostly women. You know, and these are scientists. If you discover anything, you don't die with that. At the end of the day, they call themselves together and say, this is not it. This thing is setting us back. You understand? Say, this thing is setting us back. We have to crush it, wipe everything. That was how they dethroned Christianity. The process of dethroning it was long, but eventually they turned their government to secular government. It's no longer a Christian government, it's now a secular government. So they now reversed it, put the church under the government. The government is secular. Secular means that it's irreligious. You understand? There's no religious partisanship. The moment they agreed it like they arranged it like that, they started succeeding because they were losing wars. People from the Middle East were conquering them, coming into Europe. You know? Do you know that there was a time Arabs were ruling Italy? They conquered several parts of Italy. What are you telling me? And if you know Italy, Italy is the center of the Catholic Church. So they almost got to Rome. Do you know there was a time that people from Norway came to Italy and captured the Pope and held him hostage for 9 years? And when he was in hostage, they made him to be issuing decrees. He was issuing decrees and the whole Christianity in Europe was obeying. You know? And those decrees were favoring the Norwegians. I'm talking about the Vikings. What are you telling me? Norsemen. They captured Pope. 9 years. Go and Google history. You know, it was after all this thing that Europe said, no, this system cannot work. There's no one man that should be this powerful. Because what? If anybody sways into the right or to the left, he's going to make decisions that will cripple a lot of people. And we should not judge people based on their ideology. That's when they came up with all this freedom of speech and stuff. They started succeeding. The moment they started changing that whole stuff, they started succeeding. Now, in Nigeria 2021, that's what we're discussing. We're looking for Christian courts, Sharia, you know. Christian courts stopped hundreds of years ago. What are you going to do in Christian courts? You try people whether they are witches. If somebody is a witch, you burn the person. That's what we're discussing in 2021 Nigeria. Hey, oh boy, that's why UAR is better. I'm telling you people, you should come over to UAR. How can you be discussing Christian court 2021? You know, all this deliverance that pastor will do, they will deliver pour holy water, the person will go. In Christian court, they will burn the person, suffereth not the wish to live. They burn the person and set the person on fire. That's what we're discussing 2021. People are going to the moon. Do you know America landed a ship in Mars. They call it Curiosity. Landed Perseverance in Mars. Shortly after, 2-3 months later, China landed their own in Mars too. That one is probably like Xing Chong Chong. I wonder what they call that one. Because that one go they speak Chinese. They landed it in Mars. Very soon now you will hear say Russia don't land their own. Followed by India. Guess the country that will never land. Or continent. Choma said, don't be afraid to speak out the comments. You know, your comments and my speech don't have the same power. I'm in a position that if I say something, it's going to cause more damage. Okay, that's why I'll skip it. But I'll call you out to let you know that I've seen it. You get, if you make me a politician now, if I'm the governor of a state, there, I'll speak less. Because there's a way you put out something, boom, fight will start. So that's why. Yeah, so Mimi Peace said, so I called you my sweetheart and you want me to buy Tesla for you. You're a gold digger. Yeah, so if you find gold, one lump of gold now, one bar of gold, they said it's about $10,000. If I'm not mistaken, that's 5 million naira. And one day I saw a video. I don't know how true that video is. They said somewhere in northern Nigeria, probably Zamfara, that they are mining gold. They now built fake airport, not fake now, makeshift airport. They dug a forest, built airport, and private jets are coming there to carry bars of gold and fly out. I don't know who saw that. Did you see that video? Private jets were flying out. They just built airport. It's not tarmac, they just cleared ground. Is it true? I don't know how true it is. But I can imagine wherever, even if it's not in Nigeria, that thing may not even be in Nigeria. You know, but probably that private jet was carrying gold illegally. It may not be in Nigeria, but let's say it's somewhere in another country. Can you imagine how many bars of gold will be in one private jet? You know how many millions that will be worth? If one is worth 5 million. So I heard that Nigeria is starting to mine gold in Zamfara. And there was a time the Zamfara governor mined some and submitted it to the federal government as samples. I saw it. Did you see the picture? So one gold digger now, na big business. Oh. So I'm reading your comments. So at the end of the day, what do you guys think is gonna be the solution? What's gonna be the end? Is Twitter permanently banned? Because Twitter will never beg Nigerian government. I don't think. It may happen, but I don't think. So is Twitter permanently banned, or is it like a temporary 2 week ban? You know, or what? You get what do you guys think? How long is it gonna be? Because if this thing lasts more than 1 month, it's gonna start really affecting jobs. Seriously. So the alternative is for Nigerians individually to start building. The truth is that many Nigerians have built Twitter equivalents. Many Nigerians. Yesterday, let me tell you guys what happened. Yesterday, I was doing some research. So I wanted to download TikTok competitor. There's a TikTok competitor called Vskit. 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 I went to Play Store to download it. I got the shock of my life. Do you know that this app was built by Nigerians? TikTok competitor, you will see it, a Nigerian company built it. And they have 10 million downloads. Yeah, Bad Boy corrected me. He said Twitter is not banned, it's been suspended. Yeah, English is very ambiguous. Okay, suspended. So I believe that Twitter, they can't suspend Twitter till 299, 2099. If they suspend Nigeria, also unsuspend Twitter eventually. Bad Boy said, if I were the owner of Twitter, I would pull down all Nigerian politicians' accounts in retaliation. Now, here's the thing. What is happening in Nigeria, a government suspending Twitter, other governments are observing. They want to know what the aftermath is. If Nigerian government wins at the end of the day, they're going to suspend Twitter when Twitter does that kind of thing. So when Twitter is tackling this issue, they have to tackle it with the knowledge that this thing is going to have a global repercussion for them as a company. Because now, India is warning Twitter. So I think for a different reason, but India is warning Twitter. Which means, at a point, India might ban Twitter. If India ban you, your revenue is going down. India na one country we get about 1.2 billion people. India alone, the people in India is almost the same size with the total number of blacks in the world. India, one country, the size of blacks in total number of blacks in the world is about 1.2 billion. The same number of people in India, if I'm not mistaken. If India ban you, that's why any new product that they bring, they want to go to India and test it, because India is a microcosm of the world. They would have been going to China, but China will not give them chance. So when they want to give free internet, they will go to India. When they want to invent this, that, they will go to India. But India is woke. India has a lot of smart people. See, the CEO of Google, India, CEO of Microsoft, India, CEO of many companies are Indians. Many are Indians. So Indians are not dumb. They are smart. That was why that time that there was a time like 2-3 years ago that Facebook was coming up. Facebook, Google, and different companies, they were coming up with free internet. We want to give free internet. They now put satellite in the air, free internet. They now went to India to give free internet. India looked at the whole package and said, this is a trick. We're not accepting your free internet. Why is it a trick? It turned out that even though the internet is free, they only want to make it free for certain websites. Instead of total free internet for everybody, Facebook went there and said that they're going to give them free, but they listed a number of websites that will be on the free internet. India did a vote, a special election for that. And the people that said Facebook should carry their free internet and be going won. And they banned that. You can Google it. That was in India. That was when they now came to Nigeria. UAR, northeastern UAR. And from you, Seth, where are you from? I'm from US. I'm from UAR. Your name sounds familiar, though. Your name seems like I've known you from years back when I was in Nigeria. Your name sounds like someone I know from way, way back. India has sent spacecrafts to the moon. That's to tell you that you will not see Indians. Indians there are babs in the airports and all those menial jobs. But when their kids come out, their kids will have education in that country, can speak the country's language, and then by the time their grandkids are coming, they are into power. That's how migration grows. Most Nigerians now that are into politics in Canada, US, UK, you know, they are usually second generation because the first generation finds it hard. If you migrate to Canada now, it's going to be really tough. Some will succeed, but the majority of the people are going to find it tough, you know. But by the time their children come out and grow, their children will grow as Canadians and have better opportunities to succeed. So that's one of the reasons India is able to succeed so much. They exported a lot of people, a whole lot of people. So Nigeria as a government should start looking at how do we export more people. You know, how do we get to the point where more people are able to, more Nigerians are able to travel to all these developed countries? Because what it means is that in the next 20 to 50 years, those people that traveled will gradually get into power in those countries, and then they will start remitting to Nigeria and make Nigeria better. You get? Bad boy said, "Big bro, what's up? We good. We good." Uncle Judith. Uncle Judith is my friend though. Said, am I scared? I'm not scared though. Maybe so you're not residing in Nigeria. No, I'm in UAR, not Eastern UAR. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna stop here. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll come live one of these days. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget that we now have a new education platform, making things super easy. You know, very soon we're gonna launch or complete the feature that allows you to come to our platform and teach and make money. Now you can only make money from our platform if you share the link. If you just click on any course, make sure you're logged in, copy the link, share it. If somebody signs up for that course, we'll pay you 20%. That's one way. The other way is that you can actually study our courses and succeed. If you have children, you know, get them the course, especially the one on programming. Let them start coding now. That course covers all the basics of programming: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It covers design. They will learn how to design sites. Then it covers Node.js. YouTube runs on Node.js. So imagine your child learning it at a young age. Imagine what they're going to build. You know, university education is only 4 years. You know, 4 years. But imagine that your child starts coding at 5 or 10. Let's say your child starts coding at 10. By the time they are 20 years, they have 10 years experience. You know, which means they have more experience than somebody that went to university to study computer science or programming or tech or whatever. You know, so software development is that thing that is going to give your kids and you a good opportunity. If you're in another country, take that course so you can switch careers. There's a lot of money and opportunities in software development. Somebody that spoke to me today from America was telling me that there are so much opportunities that last year he got a statement of account. He said the other day they sent him a statement of account from Chase Bank. Said he made over $250,000 last year. And he said last year he did not go anywhere. He was on coronavirus lockdown in his room. From US, $250,000 just as a software developer. $250,000. Finance are not changed from UAR to USA. I'm relocated to USA from UAR. You understand? So some countries, foreign countries that you guys find yourself today, There are more opportunities than you are seeing. You know, if the moment you enter into that tech field, man, so many more opportunities open up. So I have links. Once I cut this video now, I'll put a link in the comment section so that you can go, or you can just go to our site straight up, braintime.org. Braintime.org. So I'm going to read the last comment and I end this podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for being around. Angela said that she missed her boss. I'm going to end this broadcast. Thank you very much, guys. See you.